Alright, hello everyone. Nice to see everybody. Gonna get started with my newest tank here, the WZ 132-1. So, let's get going here. This is actually going to be my first battle in it. So, hopefully it goes well. I didn't get it at the end of last stream, but I was able to get it in between. It's nice to see some of you guys are here a little bit early, which so for today's stream, YouTube just unleashed a new update essentially. I've mentioned it a few times. Basically it's called sponsors. It's similar to Twitch's subscriptions. Essentially with that, you can see it whether you watch on regular YouTube or on YouTube Gaming. There's a little button underneath the video, or it's near the... This is a light tank. It's either near the chat or underneath the video. It's a little button that says sponsor. Essentially what that is basically a monthly, sponsor slash subscription, to where you get a custom badge. I have it set up to where you get 4 times the Levi biscuits, the stream currency, as normal. And on top of that, as more people sponsor, it unlocks custom emotes, essentially emojis, for the stream. Right now there aren't any because you need to hit a certain amount. I think it starts at 2 and then it incrementally goes up. So they'll be coming at a later date, but just something new. And they also, for anyone who's a moderator, they rolled out, it seems to everybody, new moderator features. Essentially with that, I think you can hold Alt or something over to chat, which that might be the cause of some of the chat bugs that Labobo you're experiencing. You can hold Alt and it will actually freeze the chat and you can moderate it there without having to click on anything extra. Alright, so the enemy team has not pushed up here at all. But yeah, I also was able to do a new cover image for the stream here. I logged on and I'm like, oh crap, they frickin' they finally enabled sponsors. Which, thank you very much, Labobo, for being the first sponsor here. But I saw they did it earlier this morning and I hadn't logged on to YouTube yet. I'm like, crap, because it took me a little bit to set it up. Plus I spent the free time I had yesterday, hope I don't get artied here, free time I had yesterday finishing the new cover image, where I wish I would have finished the badge for sponsors. But nonetheless, I'm pretty happy about it because it's one of those things I've been waiting for. Right, which the WZ1321 here, since I've talked about this forever, it's taken me a while to get to it. More or less, it has a much higher alpha gun than the tier 9 one. You bump up to 390 alpha, which is essentially a tier 10 medium level. And along with that, I really wish I didn't take that shot though, you get basically a turret front that it's not as strong as the mediums, but it has 200 millimeters of armor on the front of it, which you can deflect some shots with it, unlike other lights where you can't really deflect anything with your turret front. Okay, I need to find... there he is. I really wish these mediums will push a little harder here. I'm gonna get blanked before too long. Yep. He's definitely gonna get me here. I can squeak by. They got the Borsig. I'm just afraid the M46 is gonna come up behind me. But yeah, I need to finish setting up the sponsor thing a little bit, as far as like the alerts and everything. But I'll be able to finish that after today's stream completely. I got tanks behind me that can hit me here. Yeah, I just need to screw it and go. I'm definitely gonna probably die. I was either gonna die either way, but ugh. Oh well. But hello everyone, nice to see you guys. But I got 3 kills, 2100 damage. But this light tank I've been waiting for a while here. Which, since some of you guys are looking for it, I got 3 kills. Whoopsie daisy. I thought I had it muted. Alright, so let me catch up here. I was about to say, I can show you guys over here. I think this is gonna work. Alright, so with sponsors, essentially, either if you're watching on regular YouTube, it's right up here. And if you pop over to YouTube Gaming, let me mute myself again, it's down underneath the video here. But, alright. Let's get rid of that, just to clear that up. Alright, so on to my first tank request, which was the STG, then I had the T-55, Tiger 131. Unfortunately, the first match was a loss here. Alrighty. What line am I finishing next? Most likely it's going to be the VK4502B, and I also am going to be able to unlock the AMX30 here as well pretty soon. After that, the French Tier 10 Light, American Tier 10 Light. Yeah, and then I'm getting pretty close to starting new lines. But yeah, feel free to request tanks, guys, today. I'll be doing mostly tank requests. Since I completed the Chinese Light, back to doing mostly tank requests, and I'm just going to mix in, you know, a few grinds here or there. But the sponsor badge, it's showing up next to Lobobos now. I need to finish that. I kind of put that together real quick because I hadn't finished the one I was working on. This kind of caught me off guard. They did it, you know, they just did it today. I thought it was going to be at least another few weeks to a month before it came out. But currently the one is kind of an Ace Tanker Levi Fan Club badge. For being a sponsor. I'm still, granted, I only played, what, 1 or 2 matches in this, I think, last stream, but the speed on this is gonna take some getting used to, since it's a little bit slower than other mediums, and it looks, you know, it's slower than what it looks like. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they rolled it out since they were mentioning there were quite a few bugs with, you know, sponsorships and what have you, to where they were looking to fix all that before releasing it. So I guess it doesn't work with the standard YouTube page. It only works with YouTube Gaming. Maybe it's just because you're a moderator. So it's let's say I was really hoping he couldn't pen me there. Right now, I was also really hoping that my team would, whoa, I'm behind you now, would really push up. There we go, they're starting to inch up here. It's just we have them kind of pinned back here to where if we all push up here, we will just roll right over them. But, yeah, if there's anything messed up, since it's a new update here on YouTube, just let me know, because I can post it to the YouTube gaming developers, and they'll take a look at it. That was a very, very stupid shot. Hello, Chris. And everyone else that gets popped in. It's pretty, it's windy and kind of crappy out, but fortunately no real rain, which I'm looking forward to. I really need to do some stuff outside. I haven't been able to because it's been raining. I got myself in a very bad spot with the amount of HP I have. Unfortunately, I lost my HP stupidly in a couple times, and I'm not able to pop out anymore without dying. They're at our base, actually. I'm really waiting for this Tiger 2 just to take a shot. But, I thought I could have got him. Come on. Hurry up. There we go. He took a shot. Thank God. Alright, now time to a little bit later. I was about to say, I was thinking of going back to the cap, but with my HP I wouldn't be able to reset them. We're gonna unfortunately get capped out here, because there's not enough time for us to put 3 on and cap them out. Yeah, I kind of played this wrong, but it just seemed like we're going a little slow there. But I definitely didn't do my team any favors by getting a shot, and I even missed that shot. Bleh. Thank you very much, William, for the sponsorship, and thank you for the gift shop package too. I got that this morning. But yeah, kind of a crappy match for me here. Thank you very much, John. Those tank requests down. Hello, Mojo. If you guys have any suggestions for what the badge should be for sponsorship, you know, feel free to mention it, because I'm still working on kind of like the image shape for it. So if you have any ideas, I might be able to implement them. How many battles? Well, honestly, I wouldn't say it was any. Oh, hey, little buddy. I know. His foot's kind of hurting him today. Hello, Yosef and JT. I wouldn't say it was amount of battles. It was just I kind of dropped like caring about clan wars and stuff like that, tournaments. Didn't even, you know, the esport thing was happening when I did that too, and I'm just like, no, I don't have any interest in it. That's when I stopped kind of caring about dying and stuff. But more or less I just look at it as, you know, as long as I'm doing the best. Like the last match there I screwed up quite a bit, that was frustrating, but you know, as long as I do the best that I can in a match on specific team against specific enemy team, stuff like that, I'm fine with it. But not looking at player-driven stat metrics helps a lot. William, it might help just try to refresh, or like if you're watching with the chat and everything on one screen, you can drop it down to 720p and it won't affect the quality really. But more or less that'll be that's a buffering thing where usually just refreshing it works and helps out. Hello, Pain. Well, premium tanks aren't everything. You can earn... I forget how many tanks are in the tech tree now. It's over 450, though. But World of Tanks is it's pretty expensive. I know, the T-55, unfortunately... At least right now, it looks like the enemy team is not pushing this flank, which is not good for me. I might just be following. We'll see, though. Well, yeah, YouTube gaming channel, basically, it is a little bit different than the standard one, where it shouldn't honestly eat up any more resources. Essentially what it is, it's a slightly different layout. It makes a couple different things more prominent than standard YouTube, and it just puts it into the dark mode setting for YouTube. I wasn't even paying attention for that shot. But yeah. Most things, you know, work on either or, though. It's just a slightly different layout between the two. Which I think I'm not going to get anything this match so far, because... so close. Life of a T-95 sometimes. I thought about going 8-line, because this thing can work pretty well there, but... I thought 1 to 3 would need help getting through the Jagdpanzer E100, T110E4, and if they had some more heavies over here, but no. Well, honestly, I only watch, like, I have it up on my screen to chat, and even the video, just to make sure it's actually online and not, like, disconnect it. I have everything over on YouTube Gaming for that. I just like the dark chat a little bit better, though. I must get at least 1 shot's worth of damage here. I'm sorry for bumping you, T-30. No! I might pop into another match in this because this has just been kind of a test drive. Oh my god, I got a shot. But yeah, basically they're the same exact the feed. It's just they have a different layout between the two. Which, to answer your question, Labobo, is that just on Twitch or YouTube Gaming? Because I believe YouTube Gaming, it's sponsorships. It's basically set up right now to where it's just a recurring fee, and unless you cancel. I know on Twitch you can do it to where you can sub for like a certain amount all at once. I think that's what you're mentioning. The T-55, how does it handle? Very, very slowly here, but no dings or anything, so I think we'll be fine returning it. Well, hopefully the audio is working for everybody else. But yeah, it seems like we're having a couple little issues this morning. But I'm gonna hop into another battle in this, just because that one was... I didn't even get shot or anything, so... But yeah, I believe, like, I'll definitely, after the stream here, since I'll be able to, like, right now we're at three sponsors, I'll be able to put up at least one or two custom emojis, stuff like that after the stream. Where I'll take a look at it again. It was just looking at it on YouTube here when I was setting it up. It just seems like Google's going about it to where, you know, it's just a recurring thing, and you can't basically Twitch when you see like subhead for 6 months or something. They have a few different options for that. I know, time to put myself in a spot where I'm about to get nailed by quite a few things up here. But if you ever have audio issues and it's not, you know, my microphone freaking out like it does sometimes, or it's like stuttering, more or less that's just buffering for YouTube, to where refreshing hopefully fixes it. You can clear your cookies in your browser, either for all websites or just for YouTube. But more usually just dropping it down to 720p from 1080p will fix it. That'll more or less almost cut what you have to basically download essentially to watch the stream. The bitrate essentially in half, so that usually fixes the problem with buffering. Not always, but he actually knows. He knows to cover his weak spot. I love doing that to people. Thank you very much, Mojo, for the tip. And hello, Iron Tanker. But yeah, that's why I like. That's one of the reasons I like YouTube over Twitch is the amount of video quality settings that people can do. This is gonna be a... That's not gonna work. I'll at least scare him with a bounce to where he might not pop out as much here. This is not good now. I'll copy you. Fortunately, I can't push out any further. Alright, I'm gonna swap over to HE, because I can't hit those guys. And I've got these two guys I can't really pen, and two weak TDs behind them, so... I hit him. Like, HE is, it's not the best option here, but Since my team seems to be holding up well behind me, except for that T-34, and I guess the KV-3. Just as I say that, my team starts dying. I'd rather get some damage than no damage. But yeah, it's actually, there's even more changes I saw I could have done to the stream earlier. I wish, I saw initially Streamlabs. I'm sure you've seen it on other people's streams. If I wanted to, I could change the, like the donation goal for the month to like a real tip jar. And that'll actually show sponsorships and subscribers, stuff like that, getting added to it. You can tell which ones, you know, got added based off of images. Again, didn't have time to set that up, but wish I would have saw all this yesterday when I actually had time to Photoshop stuff. Even though yesterday it was pretty nice. Ryan got called out of bartending last night, so she actually had a night off. It was... Levi was extremely happy. It was actually nice to see her for more than about 20 minutes though. So, but now she's back to... she's got today, tomorrow, and Friday, all doubles, essentially, or I guess you could call them triples. Yeah, I was about to say, this T-29 needs to go. He's... Whew, he is definitely causing me a little bit of harm here. Thank God. It's just I was hoping to get out Artie's frickin'... This is gonna be... Oh, it hit him in the track. Artie's been frickin' focusing on me the whole match. But I guess... I don't get how all these guys died without... You know, they were trying to... Like, if they had pushed over where the T-34 came around, they wouldn't have been able to get shot by these two guys back here. I wish I could have taken them out earlier, but... Yeah. It looked like we were gonna do good, but it ended up... I wasn't able to do as much damage as I would have liked. Mainly because the T-95 was sitting in front of me. But... Oh well. It takes a team to win, and unfortunately we... I don't think we have enough tanks left to win that one. Alright, so I have a Tiger 131 here. I was actually kind of hoping that I could... I might be able to upload like an emoji here really quick, but I'm not sure though. We'll see. Since everything's on that computer that's what I have for Photoshop and Illustrator, stuff like that for creating stuff. Like Ryan, she was doing some schoolwork last night and she was on here since I was hogging that computer. She's like, you don't even have frickin' Microsoft Word on this thing. I've got WordPad. But Tiger 131 here, bottom tier, so this will be interesting. Levi's gonna hate me after the stream. I need to I need to take a look at his foot later. It seems like he got something stuck in it again. Which isn't too surprising. It's been... Luckily this hurricane didn't hit us. Everyone who surfs, which I wish I could surf again, but a little bit too risky. I would definitely have to like put knee braces on and stuff to be able to surf. My knees, they're all right now, but not the twisting motion anymore. But everyone who's I know that surfs has been having a blast since it's just far enough out to where it's not windy too much here. It's like 20 miles an hour, but the waves are really good. But it's like knocked everything off of the trees and stuff. Hopefully anyone in the path of Hurricane Maria is, or anyone who has family, everyone's doing alright. I know that's a pretty scary storm happening. Hopefully it doesn't come up the East Coast and it stays very far away. This is the second time today to where I get a flank to where nobody's on it. I'm not complaining too much. It gives me a little bit of space here, but I just hope our team doesn't stupidly push into the town, because that can turn bad very quickly. But I think the Tier 6 Tigers actually work pretty well. You know, they're not like very good, but they're not bad. They're kind of perfectly balanced in my eyes, especially for premiums. The armor works a little bit better at Tier 6, but you know, when you're bottom tier, you still don't want to lean on it. But I feel like they found a pretty good middle ground for both the 131 and the heavy tank number 6. Yes, I did, William. I got both of them. Thank you very much. Oh god, he's gonna spot me. That little mistake might actually kill me with some of the guns they have over there. I'm gonna try to get... Oh lord. I might actually hit him. I can add that to the list, Gregor. Yes. T-110E4. Fortunately, I'm trying to get there we go. Trying to get far enough behind this to where... Of course he turned a little bit. Got one last shot. Not having very good luck here so far. Come on now. I got some damage. I didn't go on the cap like I usually do because there's way too many people in the 4 line for you to be able to cap without having a decent presence over near this little hill here. They buffed the turret and mainly the mantlet armor on this a few patches ago, where he actually can bounce shells now. Get a little bit of this guy's cover out. Thankfully they moved off of cap. That was a very good choice. Yeah, the tank request command does help help me quite a bit. Thank you, Randall. I was about to say, if we put everyone on the cap, that was my first thought. I don't think it would have worked. And I'm usually the first person to kind of point out that we should cap. Yeah, I will gladly go reset the cap. I should be able to squeak by here. It would be nice though if the light came with me. However, we don't want to send everybody. Alright, I just need to give up looking behind me. If we send everyone, like right now we have 4 essentially. Which the M12 is definitely not helping, kind of. He's kind of being annoying. Hoping that this guy... Nope, he did not reset him. There we go. I was about to say, now I'm dead, but... Yeah, it doesn't help when you have a teammate that, A, he died. He was in an SPG. And honestly, you know, he sat back here the entire time. He should have just moved over with us. But, you know, that's too hard to do. But at this point, I hope we win this. But, the WZ-111, that's if I can get a view on him. Granted, hopefully they can kill him. It's just, the tanks we have can't really pen him from the front very well. Thank God, he just hit him in the side. Where he could have basically wiped all 3 of these guys out if they couldn't hit a side there. It looks like we have this though. Thank God. I'm glad it worked for you, William. Yeah, sometimes, like I have to even do it on my PC. It just, sometimes websites work really weird after a while, or clearing everything out tends to fix it. Alright, so let's add these tank requests here. Go. All works. So, not exactly the best battle, but I did get top 4. These 3 guys, they carried us. Specifically the light there. But, I don't think I would have done any better going to the other side, thinking about it. I think I would have died pretty early on, but at least I was able to kind of help go back near our base. Yeah, I keep hearing like bangs outside. It is acorn season here for anyone that has oak trees. There's like, oh, I don't even know how many are in my yard already, but our neighbor's tree hangs over the other part of my house. Luckily I have like gutter guards and they all kind of roll off, but this is all day just plopping down. Alright, so on to the T-54 here. I'm gonna head over here like I usually do. Which... Fire them all. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. It seems like, at least recently, whenever you request something, I get bottom tier in it. I definitely don't mind those matches too much. I just wish, I know you look for aces. I'd be able to get, and he had APCR. I didn't angle right there, but really? I didn't angle right there, but the APCR pretty much any chance I had to bounce him was out the window. He's gonna use it. Yeah, I'm dead here. If the PZ7 was... Well, this is what I get for going over on this side, but I read my team wrong. Our mouse is sitting in the back, but if I can get over to the other side here, I saw that we had some TDs, and I thought our TDs were gonna set up in this area like TDs typically do, and yeah, so that I'll pop back into the T-54, or I got the T-55a here to where this is close enough to it. They're very, very similar, so that's actually nice that these two line up. All right, I need to start playing a little bit better here. Yeah, acorns. I would, but my I've tried some before. My brother is like a wilderness, not expert, but enthusiast. So he had me try all kinds of stuff when I was young. But my dad requested for me, because I always keep my yard clean, to rake up and collect all the acorns for him and bring them over to his house, because he would like to feed his... They don't have pet squirrels, but my dad, they call him... What do they call him? I think they call him Sammy. They have like one squirrel that they feed peanuts and stuff, but they don't have any oak trees. They only have black walnut trees, so squirrels don't really go after them. But he wants to spread acorns around his yard and watch him bury them. I had a little bit of a laugh, but that's my dad, so... But you can actually make flour out of them, I believe, which I have no idea what my team's thinking here. Which, hello, 3 a.m. I don't know what you said, but hello nonetheless. Yeah, this is gonna go fantastic over here. Like, all right, running away even more guys is not gonna help. He also has a family of, I think it started with like 3, now he's up to like 8, a family of crows. Where they like bring him stuff and he feeds them every now and then. It's kind of funny. Well, my team just instantly gave up, I would say 60% of the map here. You gotta love it. Like, this isn't like an instant loss, but it's gonna make it difficult here. I'm gonna bank on already trying to focus on the other side to kind of balance things out. But it just makes it hard for us if they start coming from this left area here. Especially because the guys in the base, like the T-10, the Ag Tiger, are not really set up to help this spot here. They almost are. Thank you, Strev. Ooh, that's a very poor 0 damage hit for us. Let me just track him, and we should be able to get him out here very quickly. Now we're back on track. Hello, White Eagle. I have no idea what's happening. Happening this morning with, like, I'm fine with teams focusing on one flank every now and then, but it seems like so far they've been going to the flank that I don't expect them to. At least there's only one SPG, so it makes it a little bit easier to move around here. But now we got a nice little group here. Their T-54 and M48 kind of ditched them a little bit. I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful here. think it was important though to spot for my team. Alright. I'm gonna bank on this M48 not getting me. Oops, I read that wrong. I thought he was gonna try to wrap behind me. Still not entirely used to this tank. I know it's similar to the T-54, but I'm just, for whatever reason, struggling to drive in this thing. I keep taking like little shots here or there that I typically don't. Granted, the last T-54 match kind of went very poorly. Alright, I need to help this Strev. Don't trust the standard AP. Please shoot, please shoot. There we go. Sorry that you had to take one more shot. Crack him. He should be a goner. Which I'm very surprised that our other flank lost. My lifetime win percentage, it's somewhere around the 58 to 59, I think. See that they have guys on the right, but I'm going for it. There's a few of us out here. Trying to find where exactly. Granted, I have a heat shell now, which is actually... Ooh, oh god. Ooh, I'm dead. Or not. Oh god. That was a lucky bounce, if there ever was one. Until the Foch 155. I was trying to get up to the building or behind, but I chose a poor place to stop there. 2,700 damage though, 1,000 assists. But I made a couple little errors getting shot. But I'm a little bit surprised though that more or less, you know, we had most of our team over here to where they didn't encounter anybody right away, so they pushed far enough to where their TDs could just keep smacking them. And, you know, granted, it was not their fault that we had people camping in the base, but, you know, pushing into a ton of TDs is not the smartest thing to do. But we're not completely out of the woods or out of the picture to win, but it's close. But as far as my win percentage, we did win Pilsing though, awesome. 58.9, so. Hello Wu-Tang, bonjour. I got a 121 up next here. Then I have Centurion Action X, FE215B, T110E4 for next next one's up here. Wait, we got Swamp. Trying to see if I can add an emoji right now. Let's see if that works. I just want to test to make sure the file format I'm actually using is gonna work out properly. So hopefully this doesn't screw anything up. Alright, my team is not going... I'm not going over there. Nope, ain't no way I'm going up there alone. I guess I'll go over here. I don't really like pushing in the bottom left corner, but alright. Step 1 of emojis complete, but not finished yet. Gregor, I believe you requested a tank already, but I do tank request in order. I'm gonna get to yours, but you know, I play whatever tiers get requested. Tank is the cheapest and best moneymaker. If you're asking about tier 8 premiums, I would go with the Super Pershing. Daisy. I knew that rock was there, but I'm hoping that they would continue to push up. Just it doesn't seem like they have much pushing up on the hill. So yeah, I guess got spotted, of course. I just gotta be a wee bit careful because they could still have someone in like G1-ish. If I'm not careful, I could take a pretty big shot from him. Hello, sniper. A hit here or not. This, the other flank for the enemy is quickly approaching. So I'm trying to help free up our side. We just got ammo racked by, or that guy did. I guess hit his spaced armor. Come on guys, we can get this IS-7 out. Go. I should be alright taking one shot here. Nope, Artie's following me. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, just barely. But we need to start focusing on that there flank. Okay, you were asking about that, or answering his question for the tier 6 and 7. As far as tanks that you can buy, I would definitely say Super Pershing, maybe even the T-55a if you don't use many premium rounds. But I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself here because my driver's out. But I'm trying to keep our tortoise alive. I don't know for how much longer, but really? I bounced? Oh my god, I don't know how I bounced off of the M46's turret like that. This is start getting a little bit annoying here with Artie. This gun turns from inaccurate to not functional. Which, damn. My commander, my driver. Oh my god. I guess it's kind of good that Artie's focusing on me and not other people, but it'd be very nice if the other people on my team could start killing some things. But this tortoise is large enough to where it makes Artie actually hitting me a little bit of a challenge. Crap. My view range. Oh, thank God. I was about to say the gun was like in the perfect spot to mess my shot up. Stupid buffed M46 turret front. They know I'm stunned. Like they're taking advantage of this. There we go. The back got him. Very nice. It's like I'm slowly pumping damage out here. It's just I'm kind of not stuck now, but I'm just afraid because already, yeah, it just got a direct hit on me. Let's say it's splashing all around me, but alright, I need a little bit of view range here. Yeah, you say keep moving. The Artie's been hitting me, dude. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back in time here. I'm definitely, you know, 0 damage critical hit. I wasn't expecting the M46 to pull up, but I knew I had to take a shot, and that's shot number 2, the M46 soaked up for 0 damage, so. Did 3,000 damage though, 1,500 blocked, but yeah. Just trying to... Here we go. Just setting that up real quick, but here's the hoping they could win. Our mouse, you know, he still has some hello Bojan and that Fix It Man. So for anyone who's a sponsor, this is just a test here to make sure it actually works. There's one little... I still have to polish them up a little bit, but there's one custom emoji there. I've been working on them for a little bit, but I still need to do the finishing touches on them. So we have Centurion Action X up next here. Thank you very much, Rafael, for the subscription. But yeah, I knew I was getting Artie to death near the tortoise. I was hoping, though, that by both Arties get slowly, like, I was taking very little damage from most of those shots. That the other people on my team would be, like, doing a little bit more, but... it didn't work out. I still did 3k damage, but I should have just let them get Artied and I do something else. But yeah, Centurion Action X though. Alright. I was gonna say that. I need to do the finishing touches on it, but that's actually me in my chef uniform. No, they are not. I really hope that, you know, they're not switching all the lines. They're switching the least popular and ones that they can't really balance out, tier 10s. I hope that they stay away from the FE215B 183. They're definitely doing the heavy because that's fictional. But I hope they keep the 183 in the tech tree and just move it to the other line, because they plan on adding a new British tier 10 TD. It's I would say it's like a Tortoise and the Foch 50B kind of got smashed together. So think a Tortoise, but with the Foch 15 or the Foch TD with that front mixed in. Yeah, the custom emojis are a little... Well, emojis in general on YouTube are a little bit smaller than, say, Twitch. But that's where I have to, like I said, I need to do some finishing touches on them. That's what I'm saying. Currently, the only information out about the 183 is that they plan on replacing it with this TD. It's not even modeled, not even created yet, and there's no concrete plans set in stone to do it. To where I really hope that they do not, if you know, you hear me out here, remove the FV2183 or 215B183 from the tech tree. I think that would be very stupid on their part. Why? Because it's an actual tank. You know, it's not like the FV215B Heavy that is fictional, because it didn't have a turret like that, nor the 120mm. I feel like they should just move the 183 TD over to the other branch, have 2 tier 10s off of the Conway, and keep it in the tech tree, and just replace the 183 at the top of that tree with the new TD. I just think it would be stupid to remove the 183 and lock it as a, you know, special tier 10 you can't get unless you had it beforehand. I just think that would be a very stupid move, and it would, you know, it would kind of, in my way, be a bad omen, because Wargaming can basically switch out other tanks that, in my opinion, just balance them. It shouldn't be used as like a, not to say a money grab, but for monetary reasons. I think that should, you know, removing tier 10s and switching them out should just be for tanks that actually need it. Like the Foch 155, fine with that. That needed to be rebalanced. And they didn't even change the tank that much, just a different gun. And the FV215B Heavy, that needs to be changed as well, because honestly I thought it was kind of stupid they added it in the first place. It's never really worked out too well. I was about to say, I'm definitely keeping an eye on... that just... I'm keeping an eye on him. It's just, it would be nice if my team, you know, moved out of the spawn. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. Will they do that? Probably not. Fortunately, though, it's just... We just need one of you guys to pop up right there. Come on. You can't all sit on that frickin' thing and expect to win. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. I'm not saying the Chinese TDs are real in a lot of senses, but our team just got deleted. Wargaming actually did base them off of, most of them were like preliminary drawings and sketches and basically stat sheets that apparently the Chinese company that runs the World of Tanks server over there found and forwarded it to them. So they're not fake 100%, but more likely or not, they were kind of fudged up, you know, stat-wise a little bit. It's not exactly the most reliable source. Well, this match just... I couldn't even do anything else there. Sorry for who had requested the Action X, but that didn't really work out. Oh, Lord. But, yeah, at least I got a medium tank mission done. We lost Swamp, of course. Oh, Lord. But, yeah, we lost the 121. I am so surprised I got the most amount of damage. And we had an SPG that did... He didn't even get a shot off. Oh my god. See, matches like that, I don't get angry at myself for losing that, because I did literally the most I could. Especially in a tank with very little gun depression, and my team put me in a spot to where, you know, I couldn't really fight on the hills there. Well, yeah, as far from Wargaming's perspective, the Chinese TDs are actually, they're not 100% made up, but I would say that they are definitely the most fictional line in the game. More or less, what, you know, the TDs more or less were probably the only thing drawn up for them were test beds for the guns that are on them. And even the guns are kind of made up a little bit, but they probably were not even designed to be an actual, say, tank destroyer fighting vehicle. But yeah. But to me, I just hope that as far as switching tier 10s out, that, you know, say the other tank kind of in line, can I get around you? The IS-4, that they don't lock the IS-4 behind, like, oh, get it while you can or else you're never going to get it ever again, like tier 10. They should keep it in the tech tree somehow, whether they down tier it to tier 9 or just kind of leave it split off and put in, they're talking about the ST2 essentially. I just think removing actual tanks that they could balance and keep in the game is a bad move, because once you're, you know, once you're basically locking it behind, you're never going to get it again, special tier 10 premium, there's no real way for them to ever, like, introduce it back in the game. And I think that's a short-sighted plan on their part. But like the Foch 155, FE 215B Heavy, completely fine with those changes. But yeah, they do make up tanks. Honestly, I don't even care that they make up tanks. Like, you know, it's kind of, you know, Wargaming and World of Tanks is not like a simulator and realistic in any means. I'm fine with that, because the arcade elements to me appeal to a broader range of people and to me make the game more fun. Do I think, you know, they definitely shouldn't completely make up like crazy ass tanks, but it's kind of nice to see like tanks that are what if, or, you know, just based off of a wooden mock-up or something like that. But as long as they're not adding like hover tanks in the game with freaking laser beams, like, that's when you know something's up. Or it's April. Struggle City trying to aim. Obviously I should have tugged down some more coffee here. Not that I'm even tired. I actually got more sleep than I have in probably 2 weeks last night. Maybe that's it. I play better when I'm sleep deprived. Hello, I think it said hi, Daniel. Hey, little bud. I know. He's giving me the stare down. I must get out. Go. Or they implement the Dreadnought nuclear missile that shoots out of the top of your tank and falls directly upon somebody. Trying not to be spotted, but at this point it's not. With the amount of tanks around me, not the end of the world. Okay, I'm a little surprised this JPZ's not hitting the grill. That guy got a little bit lucky. I was hoping for a high roll, but obviously that did not come to pass. It's helped them get this Object 140 out a little bit quicker. Go. I say I was trying not to bounce off of him when he was angling, but I could have taken that shot and penned him. Time to turn into cheap tank and chuck APCR. APCR in this thing is kind of broken. Tons of penetration, laser accurate, and a crap ton of shell velocity. And he beat me out on that last shot. I kind of... Wargaming had a plan. Like, they released the realistic battles and they failed because to expect people not to want to hop into the high tiers in the match, and, you know, basically people didn't want to play the small little tanks in the match when they did that. I think it would be pretty cool if they did release large-scale, realistic-like battles, like, as far as setups. Definitely not changing the HP spotting system, stuff like that. I think that could be interesting, and having most of the things as bots, I think that would work for a PvE mode for World of Tanks, but I don't know how many people would actually... You know, I don't think it's a high enough demand for Wargaming to actually fully flesh out. But that's kind of the thought they had, but I think they kind of put that on hold for the 30v30 ranked battles and stuff, which, you know, I'm fine with them. Which got 3k damage doing the 30v30 over that. Which Levi requested some biscuits from me. Hey, little buddy. Here you go. At least we got a W here. 3k damage. TVP did a very nice job there at 5200. Pretty much did as the FE215B heavy should. Stay at mid to long range. Kind of just use your gun. Hopefully you don't get torn to shreds, because your armor, while you can bounce some shots, it's still not considered very good in my eyes. So we have T-54 here. Next tank up, which I'm gonna do a raffle here. Which the winner is gonna get 1,000 Levi biscuits here. One could hope, zombie. I would say though, once they release the new graphic render, and mainly people call it HD maps, but it is affecting everything from, you know, it affects the maps the most, but it does affect how tanks look. They will look a little bit better with different lighting. Once we see that in place, they have a little over 50% of the maps ready for that. However, you know, they need to finish the rest. I would say that we'll start seeing some new or older maps rebalanced and brought back to the game. They kind of take it the same as I do with my website, to where with all these giant changes happening right now, you know, I focus on, like, I'm adding the Chinese TDs to my which tank line is right for you guide, but there's other things like the map strategy section of WoTGuru.com. I want to finish and do that, but they're changing every single map. Whether it's small little changes or not, I kind of had to wait till they go through with that, or else I'm just kind of, you know, wasting time a little bit. I would say the PvE, like, bot element, though, I would be a little bit surprised if we don't have something like that by the end of next year. They are working on it in some sense, the last I saw and heard, I just know it's kind of pushed back with other changes ahead of it. Because it, you know, people like it in World of Warships. It's not a ton of people that just play PvE, but it's one thing Armored Warfare had over World of Tanks and people really liked about it, since not too many people play that anymore. Where I think Wargaming took notice and they will add it in at some point. Oh my god. Hey, until I see people in the south, I'm not going to bother to push down there just yet. I was say they were definitely going to push on that poor little guy down there. It's a matter of time. With no arty though, I'm a little bit safer to sit in this area. Oh my god, please, please stop it. We all know what's coming. He stopped though. Must stop the pinging. The one thing with the E4 over to E3 that I don't like is the aiming time and overall aim, because it can feel a little bit cumbersome sometimes, which... Thank you, Batchat, for reminding me that you're still up there. Here you are. Miss. Scare him a little bit. Are you gonna stay for your next two shots? Ooh. You are... You're very lucky. You're very smart. I think he has one shot left, but he kind of bailed out. Alright, hopefully this guy forgets that I'm here. Team is not doing all that great. We're just... Honestly, the south here, we should have given up there. Pushing against those two tanks with the tanks that we had was not a tactically sound idea. Guys still have time to pull back. Whether or not they will is another thing. But like, if I was in the E3, I could have pushed against the enemy E3, and I feel like done more to him than he could do back to me. My problem now is they have a T-100 kind of sitting in the center. He can hit almost this entire area. The rest of my... I guess missed that shot, that was dumb. The rest of my team's basically dead. I'll face this way. But only so much you could do when... I missed a few shots, but overall, I really didn't stop shooting all too much this match. And, you know, I ended up with 3,400 damage. It's just, we're still with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left here. It's just our team, it's one of those matches to where we spread out a little too much, but, which congratulations Scud on winning. We spread out a little too much and our flanks were still trying to push into them, even though they're either evenly matched or outnumbered, and we just start dropping tanks. And once you do that and your team's spread out across, you know, 3 different flanks here essentially, you know, it's just a losing situation where even if you're pumping damage out, it's just not enough to make up for your team, you know, dying. But yeah. Oh lord. Alright, so we have a overlay change here to retro that over. Everyone's favorite. Thanks for switching that over, Victor. But most amount of damage in the match. Like I said, like that's not a huge amount of damage for E4, but I really didn't stop shooting the whole time. I missed a couple shots, but you know, I'm not too upset for losing matches like this. There's been a lot of them this morning, unfortunately, but you know, you play the best that your team can give you. But in an E4, it's not exactly as heavily armored as an E3, so even if I wanted to kind of make up for my team dying, you know, where the E3 can push out and soak that damage up, the E4 can't. So that's the main, to me, the main difference between the two is where the E3 can kind of make up for your team pushing those stupid spots or being aggressive, because you just put yourself in front of them, hopefully soak up the damage and live through it. Or it's kind of like a catalyst in a way, where it exponentially increases, you know, your team's fighting capability. But it's still not a bad tank. It's just a little bit, especially playing solo, a little bit harder to play because you can't really rely on the armor that much. Thank you for tipping Levi, Scud. I'll give him a nice little tip after this battle here. We gotta soften him up so I can not pin him down, but he's really good with, he doesn't like being groomed, but I'm gonna have to bribe him. I need to clean up his foot and everything. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Obviously your meeting is over. Which, I've got my... I keep forgetting to bring up my KV2 mug here. I say I see it every time I go in my cabinet, but I always forget to bring it out during the stream here. Okay, there's one already. I would say that. Maybe not. I was going to say, I should have gotten hit by Artie if he was aiming this way. Thank you, Victor, for tipping Levi, too. He's about to get lots of love here. Not seeing anyone up here yet. That doesn't mean that they like their T-30 or something isn't coming, but with 4 tanks sitting here and not knowing what's this way, you kind of gotta jump down the rabbit hole here. Like, it's still just a Centurion. Oh, he got whacked. I really hope that my team... Come on, guys. Nope. They're literally still just... Ah, Lord. He's about to reload. Oh my god, I fooled my shot. I'm dead. Oh, that was such a little stupid mistake. I knew where my turret was at looking at the bottom left corner, but I misjudged it by a second. But like, come on. Like, they should have just pushed out when we... That's just frustrating. Well, that's how you don't play a T-34. It's not really good at, you know, pushing out brawling because the DPM is low, but... Oh, God. Alright. So let's give Levi tip number 1 here and move on to the Scorpion G. I guess I should have expected that, though, with how people have been playing today, very campy. So, hey, little buddy, you want a tip? It's probably like you're making me get up, dude. Alright, not exactly the map I wanted to see in this, but... Got your wheel? This is like favorite toy ever. I really like it because it doesn't get all wet and slimy. Alright, little bud. Honestly, I should have hit the help button before I pushed around the corner. I find that helps out some, but I still should have. I should have winged it, but had I even had one person go initially with me, we could have killed the 1390 before their other guys moved up as far as they did. Yeah, poor Sig's not facing me. Hey, which way? He's moving back, he's moving forward. Kind of trying to juke me out without even seeing me. Encounter mode on this, it can be very easy or very hard. But not that I'm in a tank with armor, but if you get in a heavy tank and you're coming from the other side, this building here specifically is just set up in a way to where the enemy can't do anything against you. You know, already sometimes higher tiers, but FV304 can't splash you. The enemy has to literally push, you know, either on your left here, where they can get shot, or, you know, they basically have to push onto the cap to counter you. It's kind of cheap in a way, but from playing from this side it's pretty easy to be able to dictate the match. Like, I don't expect, honestly, to be able to cap out here. So give him a nice little whack. He's definitely gonna... yeah, he's gonna reset me. He's gonna get... or not. But just one of those things to where exploit the map depending on what side you're on to the best of your ability. Really wish I got that hit. Come on, let's get him. Ooh, Lord. This is gonna be a little bit bad. I know he's gonna hit me. I'm trying to get out of the way of the Borsig, though. But if my team loses this, this is definitely not on us over here, because we just pulled so many people over this way. Where they should be able to win the other flanks, but we're close. We're within a couple seconds, but the T-55a kind of saved it for them. Oh, that, yeah, I just died. I knew the Borsig was gonna hit me, but oh well. Well, that went from an instant win to enemy, they did exactly how you counter it. They have to push onto the flag, but we weren't able to kill them. So there goes all of that confidence I had of us instantly winning, and gotta love it. But, you know, that sucks. Yeah, we would have won that. That's what I get for being a little bit ahead of myself. But I'm really frustrated that we blew that. Hey, little buddy. Here's a couple more little biscuits for you. Alright, T-110E3 though. I'm not mad at myself there. The only thing I did wrong was take that last Borsig shot and only 0 damage credit him. I'm really angry at my team that last match. Specifically, I do not like you would think in a Scorpion G sitting back where our E25 and Udez 3 was in that like TD Overwatch. It's basically useless. We had the hill, we had kind of the center area and the 1 to 3 line to where they literally could not shoot anything, to where they either should have pushed up on the hill or they should have pushed over to the town side, but they're basically sitting back there not doing anything. They might have hit the AT-15 once or twice, but that's literally the only shot those two had for that match. Hello, Amine, nice to see you. Alrighty then. T-110E3 though. I want to go out here. I really like fighting in the field, but I'll play it like I should play it. Hey, little buddy. I know you're not feeling too great. He's giving me the sad puppy eyes. It's alright. I need to throw the keyboard or something. Hi. He's a little extra pathetic today. Hello, Max from Russia. Alright, now to drive here for about another 30 seconds before being able to do anything. Our field is... oh, this is not going well so far. They have, I would say, a considerable amount of people in the field, but... I didn't even think he was out of that corner. All right. I'd say I knew that there was something sitting in the field with how they were getting hit. Specifically the T-30, it just went past me. They're sitting in the field, literally right in the open. It's just, we're doing such a bad job at scouting. Now I gotta go help these guys down here. I'm just gonna be a little bit upset when I get flanked by this light tank. Definitely helps knowing what kind of cover you can shoot through. Most people just go off of the silhouette, but you'd be amazed what you can get away with, people not being able to see your silhouette and you can just shoot through a fence. He was pointing right at me. Alright. Safe to go here. Got enough people behind me. That they shouldn't be able to flank me there. If they flank me from my left, like behind me, I'm gonna be... Again, I don't like to put things all on my team, but if I get flanked from behind in the E3 here, I'm definitely not at fault. See if I can pull this Malshin. Yep. Thanks for doing that, dude. You just help me out. Granted, I just shot your tract, but... Okay, I'm trying to bank on having repair. Yep. Nice try, T10. I know I'm taking damage here, but I just need to get back into my little area now. The Grill 15, I really need to shoot him. Get flanked. Maybe. Maybe not. I do have to kind of backtrack, but unfortunately they're capping us out. We should be able to keep our cap fine now, hopefully. Come on, guys. Let's keep that cap nice and safe. Conqueror is gonna... Let's say I don't think it's good for me to push up the edge now. Come on. I'm trying here. You guys can do it. There's 3 of you, and there's only 1 of him on the cap. Granted, they probably have at least, I would say at least 1 of them's over there helping. I don't care about that right now. Like, literally all of their tanks are over there. Like, I'm all for, again, I'm all for capping, but it does not make sense in some situations to leave some people that are, you know, they're almost dead over here. We're better off, you know, one-shotting the Object 140. The Shrev S1 is not flexible enough to, you know, it's just, it would take me forever to get to the cap. I was trying to shoot the building to start getting it knocked down. Okay, orcs start popping out there. That makes a lot of sense. I think he's gonna go this way. I don't think he's gonna keep pushing into the 9 and 0 line. He could, but thank you, Mojo. See ya, Vu. Thanks for watching for a little bit. Have a nice one. Very nice. Got him out there. Oh my god. Hello, John from the land of, I'll just say Locks, or even Gravlocks, I think. I think that's from there too. Excuse me if I am incorrect there. Alright, I'm very glad we got a W there. Oh my god, that would have been very frustrating losing. I got a mastery badge first class, Top Gun, Tank Sniper, High Caliber, 5,700 damage, but yeah. The 3 of us did a pretty damn good job there. Oh god. I saw my team slowly melting and I'm like, oh, not again. So thankfully we got a win there. Let me add finally a mastery badge first class thing to the chatbot shop here. Been a little while since I could add one of them. Okay, so I actually wanted to look at... I knew we were going to lose mines. I did the most amount of damage. Not that that's much for a Scorpion, but they actually got capped out. That's just... Yeah, that's frustrating that they... Specifically, we had an E25 too that's fast, and Udez, they let themselves get capped out there after I died in the Scorpion G. I just have no words for... Like, I get losing mines, especially in counter. I never get, though, with that amount of people, getting capped out, because it literally takes like 10-15 seconds, say like an E25 and Udez 3, just to rush in and ram somebody at the very worst, you know? Thanks to Labobo for letting me know about the sponsoring button for managing them too. As I say, for anybody you know, who wasn't here in the beginning, YouTube released today. Basically, it's called sponsorships. It's much like I've mentioned it a few times. It's like Twitch subscriptions. You'll see like a little button underneath the video, or it's even where chat is too, if you're watching on standard YouTube and not YouTube Gaming. With that, basically it's a monthly recurring thing. You can sponsor me. You get a sponsor badge next to your name, and as more sponsors, right now we got 3. The next level's once you hit 5, but you get custom emojis unlocked. I'm gonna be finishing the small little touches on them right now. I have a kind of little badge up currently. You can see next to Labobo. It's a Levi fan club badge, but I need to finish them. I didn't expect them to release it just yet. I thought it was going to be another month. But yeah. And sponsors also, as far as stream currency here, with stream currency with Levi biscuits, sponsors earn 4 times the amount. Instead of essentially instead of 1 per minute, you earn 4 per minute if you're a sponsor through Fussbot. All right, I'll switch the overlay over. Yeah, retro's supposed to be a little over the top here. But down the road, it's kind of strange. I know the word Groblox. I also know, oh, what is it? I think I'm probably gonna botch the first word. I think it's Roget or Roget locks. I'm pretty sure that's the actual word. Is how to say locks in, what is it, Danish, I think. I know a lot of this stuff from culinary school. I had to make all this stuff, or I was in like a group making it, and our tests, because it's kind of hard to test culinary students, it's all like vocabulary, basically procedures, like steps involved in recipes and stuff, and like history of food. Okay, I was not expecting that TD out there. But down the road for sponsorships too, I plan on adding like custom 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 commands. Oh my god, I guess I got hammered there. Granted, I was sticking out the furthest, I'm gonna hop into another battle in this thing, but oh, I screwed that up. I was chatting about frickin' salmon. It's not your fault. Whenever I have to access that part of my brain, I seem to mess up in tanks. Which, if anybody has any other requests, you know, I'll gladly take them. I planned on mainly just doing requests today. Even if you've requested a tank already, you know, you can feel free to request another one. Which, hello, David. Nice to see you. That's the word, John. I definitely can't really pronounce it, though. Yeah, going on the runway and airfield is... I should have been a little bit more to the left there, and I would have survived, but I got smoked. Norwegian, thanks. I got the wrong language there. Yeah, not that I know French, but when it comes to French cooking words, I can picture the words in my head and what they do, but I actually can't say them. Unfortunately, I don't have the Strider TD MW. Please take a look at, you know, my tank request list. It's either in the video description or you can type !tank request list. Alright. That house is crooked. That bothers me. I know that the ground's not level there, but houses should be level. I don't know why that bothers me in a video game, but it does. I was gonna say, I won't even try to pronounce that either. It's kind of similar, though, between the two. The name. But... they don't even understand Danish. Say, I kind of wish I knew different languages. I think it would be pretty neat. But the most I can do is learn slang Spanish. Right. Hide. Just trying to slink my way back behind the little rock here. Should be safe to... I hit him on the outer edge of his frontal hole. Lingonberries. I actually have never tried one. They were actually one thing to where when I was planting stuff in my gardens that I could have planted though here. I settled on raspberries and blackberries though. Okay. It's kind of strange that the firewall doesn't let you go on my website, but it lets you go on YouTube. It's understandable though. Obviously, your network administrator doesn't want people improving at World of Tanks. Alright. Ooh. How is he sitting out in the open still? Oh, good lord. Alright. I do have the IS-3. Obviously, I'm playing it here, but I can hop into it again once I get the rest of these requests down. Hoping. Nope. He can hit my hole. Just barely, because he hit me in the driver area. Again, I'm kind of banking on, I knew he was going to hit me. Kind of banking on my team moving behind me. Thank you. That strange thing to where this is definitely kind of risky. Definitely risky, yeah. Maybe this wasn't the best thing because our guys up here are not moving. Yeah, this is not going to end very well for us. My only hope against this Sheridan is him missing me and or the T-54 got me. Which, all throwing gold. I don't know why, because the Conqueror didn't have a lot of armor. IS-3. It would have been nice, though, to have, you know, some of these guys moving. They didn't even budge. Not at all. Obviously, this is... this is why this guy's not moving. Well, that explains a lot, but I kind of expect it, you know, with this T-10 sitting there, you know, kind of in a spot to where just boop, just flank him, kill him. I think we'll still win this, though. Come on, guys. Someone just please help him. 110's kind of looking at him. Oh well, I tried. Unfortunately, I do not have the Yag Panther, Muhammad. And to say, as far as Russian TDs, I only have premiums for them right now. Or not Russian, German. Sorry about that. You get training videos. That makes sense. Just thank you very much, Artem, for the subscription. I guess messed up my... There we go. Messing up my screen over there. Let's give the VK4502B another shot here. Do I want to go... I'm kind of thinking I want to go where I went last time, but I'm going to head over on this flank. This last stream I ended up in this area, and yeah, some of you guys know the outcome. It wasn't a bad match. It was just a little frustrating because I was needing to spot, do damage, block damage, and yeah, our TDs were just kind of hanging around waiting for us to do something. Tried to take a little pop shot here. Don't get Liboboed again. Yeah, they do have that bat already. But I'm gonna do another raffle here, you know, after this battle, unless I forget. Gonna be another 1,000 Levi biscuits, just with sponsorships. Make it a little bit of a special stream. Okay, I'm gonna have to get the photoshopping today. Hopefully I can I need to do some yard work, so hopefully that goes quick. This little dog though is gonna be mad at me. He can't follow me around today. I just don't want him to get all messy. That's probably why he's all depressed now. We chucked him in a bathtub last night, pretty late. Should've waited it. I was gonna wait for him to turn, but they tracked him again. He should still die here. Not though, I'm ready. Well, it's the Batchat 1558 already, yeah. Okay, I thought you said the tier 9 for some reason. This thing can be annoying if you have one focused on you. Everything's fine and dandy getting hit once by an arty, but when one can hit you multiple times in a row, it gets a little old. Hello, gamer. Charted territories here. I haven't done anything. Hey, there's the E-50M. He's probably like, shit. They found me. Come on, team. No one's hit anybody yet. I'm starting to get a little worried here, but I gotta keep pushing up a little bit safer. A little bit safer because it gets a little lower over here. Mainly from getting shot from that direction. I'm concerned about. He's actually got the teeny tiny gun. Awesome. That makes things so much easier. I was actually gonna hesitate pushing on him, but with that little gun, as long as I keep my lower glacis just a little bit angled, I'll be fine. Got lots of people grinding the Conqueror though, which I would not want to play that tank as a tier 9 without the top gun on it. You're actually hurting your team. Even if you're like doing everything you can and doing everything right, you're hurting your team being in that without the top gun. Constant KV2 request. Hey, I'm fine with playing the KV2 a lot. Didn't exactly have to do much this match, but at least I got this flank to finally move up. Well, it's all about, you know, the only tank in that area I was worried about, like the E-50M, he was gonna die pretty quickly. I thought even quicker than just me killing him. But the Conqueror was the main concern. If he had the top gun, he could damage me in the lower plate. Once I saw he had a little dinky gun, no, just push straight ahead. There was nothing, you know, they could really do against me. It's just weighing risk and reward. Typically I play pretty aggressively in the beginning of matches, but if I do push hard and I run across certain tanks, I'll just keep going if I know I have a high chance at surviving. Team's not exactly doing the best job at killing people quickly though. Good spot already. Whew, they have a TD back there. His response to the awkward matchmaking. That's not a bad plan. Alright, I might as well spot this little guy over here. Ah, he's sitting out in the open. I would not have guessed that. I'm just gonna get RD'd again, but a chance at possibly getting another shot. It looked like he was gonna move. I guessed wrong. I'll let somebody else push up here. Pretty decent match in the end of things, you know, at the end of it all. 2,500 damage, 1,200 assist, and 3,500 blocked. For a good part of the match, I was at all zeros. Alright, so we got the M48A1. I do have the Emil 1, I can play that. I'll probably... I might be able to do some more tank requests, but for now, I'm not sure, depending on how long they last. Thankfully, we won Cliff. Cliff. Oh, I'm starting to babble here. Got a Master Advanced second class though in the VK, Steel Wall. Pretty decent match. Especially for having to scout in that thing. But it all worked out in the end. T-55a. Just let me get some reserves going here. Let me get a raffle going again. Right. Sorry, I do not have a KV4. Advance. I have a KV5, KV2, KV1. Don't have a 4 or 3. Guys, he's probably playing that just to say that every match. Hello Andrew, nice to see you. You'll definitely like the KV1, Gus. And it gives you several different... There's almost no wrong way to actually set up a KV1, depending on how you plan to play it. It has, I would say, definitely 2 solid options for guns, if not 3. Well, I do have a list of all my tanks. I would put it in the video description, but it would be really hard to read. That's where, at least having one on WoT Guru, I'm able to format it a little bit easier. I don't necessarily want to head here, but nobody else was heading over to this bridge flank. Eek. Make the first move. Ah. Tank under tier 5? Sure. Like, I do have a Luke's request, but I can try to... I'll find another one I can play to and add it onto the list. Not an overpowered tank. I got one just in mind because you said that. Alright, now we got more people here than what we need. Should. The AT-8 and the 2 of them should be able to kill the A-43 and they should be fine, but this SP-1C is gonna be a problem. I don't know how he's able to kind of just sit out here like he is, but I will gladly make him pay for that. And not push out any further. Or is that way. I can inch up a little bit here. Just gotta worry about Artie at this point. We have so many people just staring at the T-150. Like, there we go. At least he doesn't have a fire extinguisher. Spotted me. I was hoping he didn't, because he'd pop back out there and I could pop him. Sorry, Vance, I do not have the KV4. I've said it once. I can't play a tank I do not have. Okay... I don't think the WZ-111 here. Full speed ahead. Oh, oh my god, that was a little bit of lag there. I kinda got him. I wasn't planning to bounce off of him like that though. Really? Really? You gotta ruin my fun, Hellcat. Could someone please hit him? He's like literally sitting in the open. Like please, somebody. T-54 is not a bad tank, but only if you have the Top Gun on it, otherwise it is pretty lackluster. Ooh, I don't know how I got that lucky, but I did. Fortunately, come on, T-34 100 at their base. Congratulations, Scud, on winning again. I think you won the first one too. You are very lucky today. I was about to say. Nah, he's just very, very lucky because I actually, you know, at the restart a raffle, you restart the whole thing in the list of everybody who entered, so I'm actually quite surprised he won 2 in a row. Busbot must really like you today. Danish bias. If only I could get out of my little rock. Out behind you guys. I was about to say I'll be able to get this. Never mind. Thank you, Udez. Glad he turned around. But even if he didn't, I was gonna be able to get the Black Prince. But yeah, if anyone ever needs to know what tanks I have, you guys underneath the video description, there's a link to my tank request list, or you use the tank request or tank list command. You just type exclamation point, no spaces in any of this, tank request list, and it'll pop you over to the URL with it. See ya, zombie. Thanks for watching. Hello, 10K. Nice to see ya. Rigging the raffles. I would say the only option to rig things, not that it's rigging, but I don't have it checked off. You can actually increase the likelihood for sponsors now that I have a sponsorship here for YouTube. You can increase the chances of them winning. I don't have that set up though. Cross my fingers and promise. Oh no, that's wrong. I didn't mean to say that. I actually do plan on setting up the add quote command for sponsors. You guys will be able to add things to the Fussbot streamer website to show up there. But got a little bit of work ahead of me here. That guy did a pretty nice job, but yeah, still ended up getting a loss. Takes a team to win. And unfortunately, he didn't have enough tanks at the end there to pull that out. Alright, so we have a KV-2. Next here. I got something in my eye. Falling apart. Blow from the US. The next raffle, though, will be at the end of the stream, in about 50-ish minutes here. I'd say that's probably going to be it for the tank requests today. I got through quite a bit of them. I think that's going to be it. That way I might be able to get a couple grinds in at the end. But oh yeah, I can do the T-62a. Since the stream lags a little bit behind, I can do that. Alright, I typically go to the center, but I'm gonna head over here. A little bit safer, usually. M3 Stewart, congratulations for carrying in that thing. Which Wargaming, they did state they're looking to rebalance lower tiers. Don't know how much I trust them to actually do that, because they kind of need to do it all at once for every single line, or else they're gonna make, if they even just buff some, like one line at a time, like they're kind of doing at higher tiers, it's just gonna completely kill mid-tier balancing even more. Which, okay, come on Oni, save me. Oh lord, yeah, I'm about to lose what little HP I have left. Props to the T90 or T29 for actually pushing. Usually you don't get someone pushing that hard. I was not expecting that though, obviously. Alright. I'm not really liking, we have 3 people behind us, you know, on the other side of the, basically the crossroad there. It's a location to where that scares me when people sit there, because you can't really get that many shots from it. One of those spots to where when you have teammates sitting there, they're more or less just waiting for your death, I feel like, than actually trying to help you. They're starting to be able to hit where this T29 is, but I'm running out of room to be A, already safe, and also T29 safe here. Just starting to get a little bit tight here. You know, letting the enemy have the entire like courtyard area is not good, because they have quite a few different routes that they can flank you with. Awesome. I almost missed that, but luckily I held right mouse button down and kind of locked my aim on that little crevice. Oh lord. Which one's gonna get me here? Or not. Awesome. 2 one-shots in a row. Take that. I had no doubts. Actually, I really thought that I was sticking out on one of, basically one of the sides where the KV2 could hit me. Hello, Minicam, nice to see you. This is probably where I get Loboboed. Save me! Somebody. Please. Thank you. Making a comeback. I only got like, what, 1,600 damage across 2 hits there? Fortunately, our field's starting to collapse. Risky move of late game. And another one shot, kind of. It counts. Hope I don't misjudge this, because he can pull back and kill me. 5, 4, 3. Another one shot. Come on, team. You can hang on long enough for me to... I don't think we're gonna win this, but... yeah. I don't... stay there, stay in the center. I'm just throwing it down there just in case, but I need to make my way back to their base, or not their base, but our base. With the amount of HP I have, it's too risky to push out. Oh lord. Oh god. That's not good. I'm not able to spot the corner. Right. I think I got enough time to go this way. Just sitting at that corner, I'm gonna be outspotted. Muhammad, I can't take any more, or I can add on a tiger, but it can't be next, unfortunately. I do tank request in order. I'm pretty sure I have a request from you too, but... yeah, it's just the sucky thing is I can get... yeah, I'm spotted already. Hello Graham, nice to see you. This is probably gonna be stupid, but... I'm gonna try, it's just... ah, crap. I missed. Yep. Woo. There's 2 on the cap now. If it goes down to 1, they're gonna try to get behind me. Did not one-shot him. Obviously. Help me! Oh my god, I got stuck on the corner. I'm gonna get artied too. Our arty is not helping me whatsoever. I'm dead. Ah, didn't one-shot him. Come on, arty! Oh my god. Oh, and he got me. Thanks for the help, SPG. Like, what is he waiting for? Like... oh. Like, what was he expecting to do? Like... the only other chance I had there was if I swapped over to AP. I didn't do that though. I can't see my shells. because I can't pen the Thunderbolt with an AP shell, so it's just frustrating. I'm definitely gonna wait until the end here because this was a pretty good match, but that was definitely I almost had it. Another second, and I needed to hit him to where I wasn't gonna splash myself, but I would have been this close to getting a win. But got an Ace Tanker award, high caliber. Oh my god, almost 4,000 damage. Even the IKV, he did a pretty damn good job too. But yeah, it's just unfortunate we lost there at the end. Definitely tried my best though, but one-shotting what, 3-4 tanks in a row, 2 from full HP was pretty awesome. Because essentially, yeah, the E25 one-shot at him right after I one-shot at the SU-101 or 100Y. But the Thunderbolt, it seemed like he was out of shells almost. He was throwing HE at me, and I almost, which thank you Gus for requesting it. I almost made it out of that alive, but oh well. Alright, let me add an Ace Tanker Biscuit to top here. Which thank you very much, JT, for the tip. Alright, let me gotta clip this out really quick. Thank you very much though for the tip here, JT. Alright, next up is the IS-3 though. But yeah, the Tiger here is going to be the last tank I add on to the request though. Which, it's alright, Graham. Honestly, it's fine. I actually don't have my phone set up anymore to notify me. I haven't done it yet for emails. But I didn't even realize that you emailed me yet. But as far as that question, as far as I guess a lot of people are complaining about matchmaking again. I know it's always been like that in World of Tanks. To me, people complaining about matchmaking now are just complaining for the sake of complaining. Like, you can kind of complain about like what people are doing to where playing tier 8 tanks here, since they've changed the matchmaking, there is a slightly larger chance to get in a match with tier 9s and 10s. However, you know, to me it's not even anything to complain about. Like, oh, boo-hoo, you're not top tier as much, because a lot of the tier 8 matches you get, it's all just tier 8s. There's not a ton where it's just like 7s and 6s for you to curb stomp like you used to be able to with 2 tier 8s in a match, you know? But the people complaining about it, to me it's a non-issue. Like, Wargaming probably doesn't even care, to be honest, because the people complaining are just, I don't know, they're gonna complain about something. It's like, Matchmaker over the years, it's only improved. Like, back when World of Tanks first, you know, started getting popular, when I popped in to the game, you know, you can thank me later, Wargaming. Just kidding. You know, you basically, you could play tier 10s, you could face tier 5s, and then you could face tier 6s. They've slowly tightened matchmaking, and you know, basically the matchmaker over time has gotten nothing but better, and it's just something to where I've seen it, definitely people bitch and complain about matchmaking, but it's, you know, to me it's not even, thank you, It's not even an issue. But specifically what you're asking, people saying you shouldn't play preferential tanks at all, the same people that complain about being bottom tier at tier 8, specifically that's where most of the controversy is. So you're tier 8 and they're saying, oh, boo-hoo, you're facing off against, you know, tier 10s, which I guess got direct hit by a T-92. If you play a preferential tank, which, you know, some people obviously are saying, you're not going to be seeing tier 10s. At the very least, you know, or at the very worst, you're going to see 3 tier 9 tanks. Maybe, you know, a little bit more than that. Up to 5, I think, at the most, with the current matchmaking constraints. So with that, as a tier 8 preferential premium, if you're complaining about facing tier 10s and being bottom tier all the time, playing a preferential premium tank is actually still a good thing, because at worst you're going to face a few tier 9 tanks, and you're actually giving yourself a very large chance to get in a tier 8 only match, or in a match where you're top tier and there's 6s and 7s in there. But again, it's something to where people complain about things because you can get people all riled up about it, and matchmaking's always been like a hot topic in World of Tanks, because it's not like you have most matches, because random standard battles aren't skill based, and I would even argue that ranked battles aren't skill based, because if you play enough matches you're gonna start getting up above, you know, rank 1, rank 2, stuff like that. But it's just one of those things where it's always been it's never going to be perfect in everyone's eyes. Even if they changed it to like only the same tier can fight against one another, people are still going to complain about like, oh, they get a type 4 and we have a conqueror, something like that. Like it's always going to be a complaint. But to me, the matchmaking system in World of Tanks, while not always perfect, it's one of the better things that Wargaming has going for it, because every single match is going to be different. You might be bottom tier one time, top tier, mid tier, but you can't just, you know, it's not going to be the same playing the same tank over and over, because depending on what tier you are compared to others, what the enemy tier has or enemy team has, every single match is guaranteed to be different than the last one. It's not like you can just play a, let's say, let's go down to tier 5, like the AT. I thought I had a shot there. The AT tank destroyer, the British one, where you have a crap ton of armor on it, and you know, if every single match you hopped into was tier 5 only, you knew every single match you were just going to be able to drive out, bounce most things, and like, you know, screw people trying to pen you. With the matchmaking, you know, you might be bottom tier facing off against 7s, you might be, you know, facing off against a couple 6s. It switches things up. People can argue that it's unfair, it's not, you know, right, but it makes the game a little bit more challenging and fun, in my opinion. But then again, I get a lot of satisfaction out of being, you know, say like in the old matchmaking and old tank setups, you could be like a tier 5 Chaffee in a tier 10 match, and you could like rack up, say, like 8,000 spotting damage and do like, you know, say a minimum, you just do a little bit like 500 damage or so. But a tier 5 against a tier 10 pulling that in a tier 10 battle, you kind of win it for your team. To me, those were some of the most fun matches you could have in World of Tanks. Unfortunately, I stupidly pushed out here and nobody in my base moved. Like, literally, the only way we can lose this right now is if, you know, we have what? Well, we had 3, but we had 4 back there. They're all afraid to push out. The longer we wait, higher chance for them to make a comeback. But anyway, but that's enough about ranting about matchmaking, because honestly, I usually don't even bring it up outside of like you know, as far as if I'm bottom tier or not, I'll mention like, hey, I can't do this, it's going to be a tough match, something like that. But to me, it's still not fair because the other team in the current setup has basically the same amount and same team setup as you. So you do your best to outplay their bottom tiers, and you're doing yourself a favor and you're doing your team a favor. So well, honestly, arty complaints have gone down a lot. Like initially when people first saw the changes and, you know, right after the patch of Wargaming rebalancing them, you know, you had people like up in arms, I'm quitting the game, and like freaking out saying Wargaming destroyed it. You rarely see people complain about arty now because more or less, not to say it's perfect, because again, nothing's ever going to be perfect in everyone's opinion. It's, you know, to me it's almost the best that Wargaming can make it, unless they just completely rebuild the game and rebalance everything. That's funny, Andrew. See you, Daniel. Have a nice one. But getting to the root of the thing, where, you know, a lot of streamers, a lot of people making videos, a lot of times you know, you see it as complaining, people making videos and stuff for it. It's what people click on. And, you know, I don't really do a lot of that, to where I could make like clickbait videos and stuff and make thumbnails that, you know, scream like, I don't know, say I have a, like the KV2 match earlier, say if I won that and, oh, KV2 overpowered, one shot 4 tanks in a row, something like that, where, yeah, people would click on that more than, you know, more than what I usually just put up, which is KV2 ace tanker, blah blah blah, and what map it's on. But people gotta make a living, and a lot of the bigger streamers, not to say they have to do that, but it's definitely in their best interest if they're looking to use World of Tanks and YouTube as a source of income, as far as, you know, like paying bills. I like Klaus, but yeah, I could see where that could push you over the edge. Try to help you, Chaffee. I hope I don't get spotted though until I'm waiting for this guy to get clear. Oh, I missed. But a lot of times you do see videos clumped together. Wargaming didn't put out like a notice for people to complain about matchmaking though, but people do tend to make the same videos over and over, because if one person gets, you know, say like a really hot video on, say, just a tank or something, a specific tank, the way YouTube and searches go, if people are looking for that video or clicking on it, it'll suggest their video if they have something very similar to it. Whether it's on the sidebar or if someone searches for it, it can pop up, you know, even above the video that someone's looking for. So that's why you see, you know, the same videos kind of in a short time frame. The most I ever do with that anymore is like new patches and stuff, but I honestly, it more or less comes down to I don't have time to really look into things that much anymore. Unfortunately, I let myself get a huge chunk of my HP taken off very early. Time to just spam that guy like that. Uh-oh. Not in the face or anywhere else. No! Ooh, he's got me. Oh, I didn't expect my other Lukes frickin' to run away. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Sorry, Vance, I'm not taking any more requests. Sorry about that. It's getting towards the end of the stream here, where honestly I thought I'd be able to get a grind or two in, but as far as the request I have up here, that's gonna, which I did forget to type it here. These are all the tanks I'm gonna be able to do. We did win the IS-3 match, thank God. 48A1 Patton here. Anyone looking for a tier 10 tank to get? This is currently, I would say, the best tier 10 medium, at least for public matches, by not a say significant amount, but a fair amount. It's actually, I would say it's almost unbalanced. It's just very good right now, and they plan on changing it even more. Basically, they changed the turret last patch. They actually plan on changing the hull to basically the M48A5 hull. So it's actually going to get a little bit smaller, which when they do that, they might rebalance and fix the turret a little bit, but it's going to get a little bit smaller, and I believe the frontal armor is going to get a little, just a pinch better. Not too much effective wise, but as far as the weakest areas are going to get a little bit smaller. Yeah, I got the tier 10 finally, Mojo. I played first match today, was in it. I haven't played it since though. Thank you very much momentarily, Victor. I would say though, soon here, I should be about a week to week and a half away from the PZ7 tier 10 heavy. I know, American bias. It's actually surprising because American tanks, a lot of the good players, I believe it's still the case in Russia, play a lot of American tanks, at least in public battles. But overall, they're one of the least popular lines of, you know, because they're American tanks on the Russian server. Oh god, I need to blow my repair kit on my track. I wasn't expecting that IS-4 there. That early, at least. They keep flip-flopping on night maps for World of Tanks PC. I honestly don't think they'll ever come, but their most recent statement was they'll look into implementing them. But I don't think they'll ever make them on PC unless it's like a specific map for it. And I think the most that they'll do is like make it dusk. Mainly the skybox being dark, but overall not being like pitch black. So I'm personally fine with. I know console has night maps, but I don't think it is something they need to implement, in my opinion. The invincible PC7. Come on, I wish I had my ammo rack. Oh lord, he's gonna drown. Oof, that was close. He probably had about 2 seconds left before he drowned there. Alright. I'm gonna say, I even gave you a couple seconds. Gave him like a second or two warning there. But I was actually really surprised that they buffed this because, you know, it's been doing pretty well for a while. I don't think there's really any Like, there's, like, I have gripes against the T-30 TD, but I don't think there's really any American tank that's really underperforming like some other nations have. Whoops, this is a mistake. Luckily he didn't catch me. I knew I was going to bounce there, but I was hoping that would get him to move back, which I'll take credit for him moving back. We just need a tank right over yonder. Start chewing on this tortoise. I did not expect that to bounce though. Go. Now I can work on the defender or the 110, depending on which one I can shoot first. Very nice. Ah, I hit him on the upper instead of the lower. But M48, it's almost the perfect tank at tier 10. The only thing you can complain about is being a little bit large for a medium, and the armor on the whole being a little bit low. Otherwise, the gun, awesome. Turret front, awesome now. Gun depression, on the move accuracy. It's pretty much got everything. Much every building between me and him is destructible, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to increase my chances to damage him if I move up any further. But pretty decent match, 3,200 damage, a little bit of blocked. Really, that was pretty easy. Outside of getting hit early on, pretty damn easy. But mastery badge third class. Yep, top 2 damage. E5 did a very nice job down there. And the T-54, lightweight. But overall, M48, it's close enough to where you guys know as much as anybody that I really like the T110E3. The M48 right now is giving it a run for its money. Just with, you know, I really like the E3 because I can drive it and really dictate what I want to happen. The M48 is very close to that. Whereas before, the M48 was very good, but the weak turret armor kind of held it back just a little bit from allowing it to be super aggressive against other tanks. Even on hills, you could pop out, but you couldn't tank shots. Now you can actually tank shots. It's just tier 10 TDs you gotta worry about. Little dog snoring back there now. Alright. Haven't seen this map today. Not complaining though. I don't play this map all too well at times, but on top of that, it seems like most of my matches are very lopsided here. Which, thank you very much, Victor, for the coin purse. You guys are helping me out very much with being able to get, you know, these tanks I'm finishing grinding one after another. I think I can take this a little bit closer. Just one LTG I gotta worry about spotting me super early. God. Hitting this thing in the meal 1 while moving is the struggle. King of the Wooloos. Finally reached that rank there. Still don't know where their light is. I'm sure I'll find him here shortly. Currently, though, I have a feeling... Found him. Let's say I have a feeling I can push here, but not with that. Holy crap, where the hell is he? I thought he was further out to the left. That's where the indicator was coming from, but I think he moved. No, he didn't. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I need to load my repair kit here. We should be able to push. I just hope they push in like 12 seconds here. Well, and not like that. T-34. I still like our chances if we just bum rush them, but it needs to happen here sooner than later. Good. Their arty's just about to fire again. Throw it. I knew I was going to get hit by their Scorpion, but the likelihood of their arty being able to pull off that shot was low. Like as far as streaming it or playing it, I actually haven't hopped into it since, just because with Ryan, you know, basically working all day every day, it hasn't really crossed my mind. But I do know that weekends there's still a pretty healthy population for the game, and people keep, you know, there's full battles going on. Unfortunately, weekends are the worst time for me to actually play. Hopefully, though, if it's still kicking, I just basically have to reach mid-October here before I start having enough free time to be able to do a lot of different things with the stream here. You'll definitely see it again. I think it'll still be around by then. Uh-oh. Yeah. Surprised he didn't kill me before then, but at least we're gonna get a W here. I would definitely say, though, that Dreadnought is gonna be popping up in the stream more in the fall than it has previously. Thank you very much, Uber, for tipping Levi. You have a little snory dog back here. So I have a under tier 4 tank that is not overpowered. I have exactly the tank in mind here. Which I'm not gonna bother doing that. But, whoops, that's what I was trying to prevent. Well, hello, goodbye, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hope all is well. There we go. Struggle in there with that jar. So we have the gross tractor here. Oh, hi. I think that knocked or woke him up because he's back there. He was snoring. Get him. You gonna go get him? He hesitated a little bit there. I threw him in his little wheel. Uh, I know that feeling. Well, hopefully you're not working too much where you get burned out. But nice to see you pop in. Hi. You little stinky dog. He's like, more? He did just kind of wake up, so. Alright, so we have the Gross Tractor here. It has a nice 43 millimeters of penetration, 87 with heat, and then it has 38 with HE. I'm starting with HE here. A used car salesman. Granted, I like to make fun of Quickie Baby sometimes. I do think his videos are very well done, and I get why people watch him. But that is actually a very, very good description of him. Ryan's sister, her ex-husband now, is actually he's a car salesman, but he does sell used cars. Where I do think that description fits used car salesman from experiencing it firsthand. Nothing wrong with it, it's just there is a stigma for a reason. I knew buying this tank when it first came out that it was terrible, but I did it anyway. Mainly for the name. But this is one of those tanks where it's not a very good tank, but if you're top tier in this, it could actually be pretty threatening. If you don't take a lot of shots in it though, because the armor is very bad. But having 3 different rounds that are all useful for the gun it has can be pretty interesting. I'm gonna get rebalanced. Take that, 12 damage. Or you can be like an idiot like me and push against probably the best tier 4 gun. Awesome, we have a DWT frickin' doing team damage. Alright, so this is not gonna go very well, guys. I had to say. Just... oh god. I see it coming. You guys see it coming too. I'm gonna hop into another low tier. I shouldn't have pushed out on that. It does not work in low tier matches, pushing across the bridge. Alright, why don't I... Having to pick a non-overpowered tank is a little hard. Even though, why don't I play the Valentine? Yeah, I just need to add shells to it. And yeah, I remember butchering. I really didn't feel like playing one match at the end of one of my grinds one night, so I just completely sold off all my consumables and, or not consumables, but ammunition in all my tanks. I don't play a lot. Yeah, Levi, he needs a little bit of stretching before he's up and about a lot. Thank you, Bojan, for tipping Levi. I'll tip him right after the battle here. Oh, I know, I have a Sexton. You guys have never seen me play it, though. I don't think I might have one match in it, maybe, out of all... I picked that up because they pulled it from the shop and it's almost never, if ever, for sale again. Which I'll actually finish the last 2 requests, even though this is the end of the stream. So I'll tip Levi after this battle, and also do a raffle before moving on the last 2 tanks. I'm just kind of waiting to see what this guy spots. Not that this thing can really hit anything at long range. god, I'm definitely spotted right now. Lob that shell. Like you're freaking golfing. I hit him! I get direct fire arty. Uh-oh. Leave me alone. See you, Graham. Have a good one. I can shoot over the building here, so... Just kidding. I don't know how that hit that guy. Hey, that shot pretty... That shell shot flat. Actually, I do not want heat. I know Tiger Woods TD simulator. Yeah. Holy crap. I just don't know what to shoot. I gotta freaking lead them so much. I don't know who to aim for. I completely fudged that up. 4. Only I could aim in this thing. Oh my god. Oh, this tank, it was fun when it first came out with everyone playing low tiers near it. But now this shell velocity and arc on this thing is just ridiculous. Hey little TD, stay right there for me. I don't even know why I tried to hit him. He was moving. Stop it! No! He's got premium too. Oh. I tried to kill that scorpion, Muhammad. I just never could see him. But yeah, he was a little bit annoying in that Emil match. But I tried in the Valentine here. Oh my god, that... that gun. Alright, so I need to tip the dog here. T-52a is next up too, and do a raffle for the next battle here. Let me get the T-62a queued up. Got another raffle going here. Hello, bud. Here you go. I'm not gonna make him get up this time, but thank you for tipping Levi Bojan. He's kind of laying down near my PC tower here. He says thank you though. See, he's all like tired and kind of sad, or not sad right now, but he's acting all tired. Once I get out of this chair, he's gonna grab that wheel behind me and make me go play with him in the backyard. But it's all good. Alrighty then, so T-62a, Tiger 1, and that's going to be it for the stream today, which, thank you very much guys for the tips today, the gift shop packages, and also sponsors too. Thank you very much. Tomorrow's stream, hopefully I'll have the sponsor badge at least a little bit more finalized. I gotta finish photoshopping, and hopefully I can get the emoji a little bit more visible too, since I need to tweak that. I had it finished for Discord, but it's a little bit different size for YouTube here. But hopefully going forward I'll be able to do some different things here, which should be pretty interesting. Just thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? You guys very rarely see me go over here. It's because it can be countered. I don't like going to places that have very hard counters. Uh-oh. I took that a little bit too early. Come on, Artie. Daisy. I knew that was coming. I don't know why the T-69 specifically followed me, but crap. I bounced. I don't even care that I fell down, but I wanted to end him. I did. Sorry, Lobobo. Alright, team. Now I'm gonna die here. Let's get him down. Whew, he hit me on the way down. Yeah, I'm dead. Eh. Hey, at least I got another shot's worth, maybe? Woo. I'm a rack, but not to blame this on people, but I'll point out, like I do pretty much every single match from this side, sitting back here in TDs, basically useless. Granted, these two tanks, if they were further up, wouldn't have changed much, but yeah. Alright, Tiger 1 here. Let me add that to the typical. And my last match actually is going to be the math in my head. Here we go. Congratulations, Mojo, on winning the raffle. I almost thought it said Scud again there for a second. So my last match is in the Tiger 1 here. Oh god, wrong way. Need to eat some breakfast here. Alright, hopefully, yep, not bad matchmaking. I was hoping not to get against a ton of... Sorry, Randall, I don't have that, I don't have it set up yet. That is one that probably should be in there, though. I plan on by next stream having the ad quote set up for sponsors, so. Where do I want to go? Thank you very much for the tip, Labobo. Alright. Nice to see that the E-25 set up already. Not. Hey, I wonder how many shells he's gonna use. Oh, he actually damaged me there. Or he gives up. Uh-oh. Didn't really expect that, which the arty's starting to annoy me now. Uh-oh, now he's able to track me and not just bounce off my side. This is gonna be a very fun last match here. About to get HE'd again. Which I'm definitely keeping some people keeping some people occupied here. His E-25 is almost, I would say he's over halfway out of his rounds here. Nah, never mind. I thought we killed somebody. That's very kind of you. Oh, I know. I kind of saw that. He had an HE round in there. That's... Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly. I'm about to get KB2'd. Not in... Ooh. Let's say not in the hole. I usually say not in the face, but I didn't want to get hit in the hole there. That would have caused a lot more damage. Unfortunately, my team is doing a very good job at protecting nothing. They are rushing around to the other side, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late for me. Didn't track him, so I am next up on the chopping block. Hopefully I can get him a little bit more down. And I bounced. And I'm dead. Well, I tried my best here. Hopefully we can get a W. Victor, it's something new. YouTube just put out today for everyone, over 1,000 subscribers. Essentially, it's very similar to Twitch's subscriptions. Essentially, a streamer that has it, like I have it almost set up. I just need to fix the badge that you get, and also custom emojis. But it's essentially, I think, $5 a month. You can sponsor a streamer. There's a button. If you're watching on YouTube Gaming, it's underneath the video. It's like a pale blue. And it's on the chat, I believe, too. And on standard YouTube, it's just on the chat. But essentially what you get from that, I have it set up to where Levi gives out 4 times the amount of Levi biscuits for anyone who's a sponsor. You also get a badge. You can see in chat, Labobo has one next to him. And you get access to custom emojis as I can upload them. Right now I only can do one. It's based off of the amount of sponsors you have. But I'll also be adding the add quote feature sponsors will be able to use, hopefully by next stream, where you can type !! add quote, and you can add things to the chatbot shop. There's a little section for it, and This is actually a 110 versus these. Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. I'll actually make some custom commands too for sponsors. I'm glad I can make work go a little faster, Trevor. Which currently, thank you very much, Labobo, William, and John for sponsoring this stream too. Thank you very much for the subscription, Kimberly. But they kind of, I've been slowly planning for this. I thought it was going to be another month before it unleashed on everybody. Where, yeah, I just need to finish a few things. But essentially, it's another way to tip, to where, unless you can end it whenever you want, essentially $5 a month to sponsor somebody, and it's not available in every country. It's only available in countries that you can super chat tip someone in. So, which is, it's most, but not all. No problem. I'm just waiting for the end of the battle here. I'm interested to see if they win. They should be able to win this. Honestly, what I would have done, which could have ended very badly. Yeah, he is low HP, so it would end very nicely. Put all 4 people together, push in, kill them. This is gonna be... oh god. It's just, this guy's too shottable. He's not doing a bad job though, he's using cover. Uh-oh. If we lose this... honestly, not to say, it's not going to be on the heavy tank number 6. It's on... he's reloaded, dude. Now's your only chance, though. You can do it! No, he can't. Oh. It's on the 2 SPGs that... okay. Thank God. It's just... they're better off just staying together. You run up and shotgun them. But... thank God we didn't lose that. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching today. Thank you very much for the tips and the sponsorships and gift shop packages. It's all appreciated. My next stream is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'll see you guys, some of you guys then. Hopefully most of you. But otherwise, have a very nice Wednesday or start of your... I guess it's Wednesday night for some of you. But have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys next time. See you around.